started my professional career in state politics. I really loved state politics, but it was just really hard to kind of make a tangible impact. Things kind of move slowly. So I looked at family law instead. I saw an opening for paralegals in family law, and I thought that would be a really good way to make a more tangible impact on people and be able to really move things along myself. And then as a paralegal, I was about 6 years in and I realized some of the questions people asked me, I knew the answers to, but I couldn't really give them. So I just thought that being an LLP would be an amazing opportunity to be able to actually give people the answers to those questions. Instead of having to wait for an attorney to answer them, instead I was able to give them and give people that direct, tangible impact. Passing the bar exam was a great feeling. I remember when I opened the email, it wouldn't load at first, and I was kind of freaking out. But then once I got the result that I passed, it was just like overwhelming relief, and everything that I'd been working for the past few months finally had paid off. What I really appreciate about being an LLP is that I was able to take on my own client and work with them from start to finish. So we never had to really go in front of the court. We were able to settle everything outside of mediation and just file everything with the court and be done. And I liked being able to do that because I think that going to court, it's a stressful process. And so if you're able to keep people out of court and keep them kind of in the zone of being more collaborative, I think that that's a really cool opportunity. So becoming an LLP, you are able to have a more independent practice. You're able to contract with clients directly, give them legal advice, represent them in court to a certain extent. You're also able to have your own firm if you so choose, all without attorney oversight. So it allows you to be in more of an independent role versus more of a supportive role. So being an LLP, it improves access to justice across the state of Colorado. A lot of people go through the family law court system without an attorney. So having an LLP, it helps those underserved communities and people who can't commonly afford an attorney. What I personally like being about an LLP as well is that I'm kind of able to move things a little bit faster. I have less cases than attorneys do. And so because of that, I'm able to kind of focus on them more. And I would say that being an LLP, since you're able to move the case along faster, it kind of loosens that backlog of overall family cases in the Colorado court systems as well. So Pathway 1 combines education and experience. It requires 1,500 hours of legal experience in the last 3 years, including 500 hours in family law. It also requires some kind of educational background, so that can be a paralegal certificate, a bachelor's degree with an emphasis in legal studies, or even a JD. And then Pathway 2 is extensive experience only. There's no specific educational requirement in Pathway 2, but it does require 4,500 hours of legal experience over a period of 5 years, including 1,500 hours in Colorado family law. It's basically like a baby bar. So it requires an ethics exam portion, it requires some written questions, and then it also requires a family law section as well. You take it over 1 day. It's usually done here in Denver, and then you get your results a few months later. If you can find someone to mentor you or support you, whether that be another paralegal, another LLP, or even an attorney in your firm who's willing to kind of back you, that is essential. I wouldn't have been able to be an LLP without all of the people in my firm backing me. So that's really important to have. And just build a community if you're able to. Reach out to the different bar associations, the LLP divisions, the committees, all of those, we're willing to help you and kind of push you across the finish line. We're a pretty small community, so we all work really closely together. We also have a few different bar sections as well that we have as LLPs, and there's a lot of overlap in those sections as well. So I work really closely with a lot of different people in a lot of different sections, and I've gotten to know a lot of the other LLPs, especially in Denver, really well.